Hi guys, I am beyond excited to share this look with you guys today, and I'm going to be doing something different with this video. I'm going to spotlight some of my new favorite makeup items. So here we go. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and it is beautiful. Super pigmented colors, and I cannot wait to use them. I went ahead and started this tutorial with my eyebrows already on, and we're gonna go right into the eyelid primer. You know, I love the Urban Decay Shadow Potion. I'm just gonna put this on and make sure that it's nice and even. I'll be using the color Tempera to put underneath of my brow and to lock in that shadow primer to get really nice colors from the shadow. So I'm going to be using this transition color, Golden Ochre, as a nice transition, easy to blend color in between the very white of the brow to the colors that we're using for our cut crease. And I'm using a nice fluffy round tipped brush to kind of smudge it in a circular motion. Whenever I'm trying to achieve a type of smoky eye, which is what I'm going for here, I like to use light, medium, dark transitioning colors. So here for the light, we're using burnt orange. And what we're gonna do with, once again, a nice fluffy round tip brush, we're gonna start on the outer V of the eye and kind of drag that color into the inner V of the eye, just using nice sweeping motions. Now for our medium color, I'm going to be using this really pretty orange Real Gar, and I'm going to take the same round fluffy brush and I'm going to tap it into the color on the palette, and I'm not going to brush off any of the excess or blow off any of the excess powder that's on my brush. I'm going to start here on the outer V of my eye, and I'm going to once again drag it in towards the inner V of my eye, really concentrating on the outer V and making nice round smudging movements with the brush. Now for my cut crease, I'm going to be using a concealer that I use all the time, a really heavy, really thick concealer, and a nice straight edged brush. And then I'm going to just create the circle that I'd like over my eye. I try to make an almond shape, and I also try to make sure that the edges of the shape are very precise. Now I'm going to go in with this beautiful, very glittery, pearly Primavera color on my lid where I just put the concealer. I'm using a flat, round-tipped brush that's quite coarse, and I'm tapping it on, as you can see. I'm not rubbing in it or smudging it in like I have with the light and medium colors. With my teeny tiny fluffy brush, I'm going to use Vermeer on the inside V of my eyes to really highlight that corner there. Now it's time to apply the dark color, and we're going to be using this beautiful chocolatey brown color called Cypress Umber. I've got a fluffy brush again, and I'm going to be applying it to the outer corner of my eyes only. Now if you look really closely, I'm doing a V shape only. I'm going back and forth, up and down, and this is going to create that nice outer edge that I like, and I'm going to make sure that it's blended very well into the golden part of the cut crease. I found some really pretty gold glitter around, so I decided I wanted to get this right on the center of my lid, and I got a nice round coarse brush and I just tapped it right on there. This is my go-to brush for any kind of winged liner. It's a silicone tipped brush, so there's no hairs. There's really no point in calling it a brush, but it's awesome. It's super flexy and bendy, and I just get it in this Maybelline New York Eye Studio gel and roll it around. And I start here on the outer corner of my eye, and I just drag it away from my eye, and I try to make sure that I'm following that bottom line that's already created by my lid. This liner definitely knew it was in the spotlight and it started to act up. It's usually much more easy to work with, but it had dried out and left the lid off, so I should have added some moisturizer. I just went ahead and struggled right on through this. So as you can see, I make the bottom and the top line and then fill it in. And then once I've filled it in, I start working in towards the center of my eye and back out towards the edge to get that sharp line. Once I'm happy with my liner, I go ahead and get some concealer and just go right underneath the outside of the wings to get that extra sharp edge of the bottom of both of them. Once I'm all finished up, I like to take a rag with some microcellular cleaning water and just wipe off the excess powder that's fallen down on my face. And then I go ahead and hit my face with a pore minimizing serum. This is Smashbox Photo Ready Primer. I love Smashbox primers, and I go ahead and dab it on everywhere and just smear it in with my own hands. I don't even use a brush. This stuff is so creamy. Fenty Beauty Stick. This is the most amazing concealer I've ever used. Great coverage. I put it everywhere and go ahead and rub it in with my round brush. This was the first time I ever used these LA Girl Pro concealers. I've seen them on a lot of makeup tutorials and I've never used them. So I bought one in a very light color that's much lighter than my face, and one in a tone that's not too much darker than my face but a little darker than my face. I really like these. I like the coverage. I like the feel of it. It's very light on your skin. I like that it's like a little brush on the tip when once you squirt the actual foundation out. It's like right on a brush and you can just rub it right on. It's really cool actually. Once I'm satisfied with the coverage of my concealers, I go ahead and get my round brush and I just smudge it in, also with a tapping motion. A lot of people use sponges for this. Sponges are awesome for this as well. And I do the lightest color first and then I go in after the dark because I want the dark to kind of blend into the light, and it works better that way. I just want to say real quick how satisfied I was with these LA Girl concealers. The coverage was amazing and it looked so good on my skin. It really made my skin look nice. I really like them. I'm going to be using them more often for sure. This is my Milk Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and use a heavy amount of it in the areas where I highlighted my face, underneath of my eye and my smile lines for sure, and in other places that you want to highlight. I have the Chocolate Soleil from Too Faced bronzer, and I've got this really cool wide flat brush, and I'm using it right on my cheekbone, and I'm gonna just drag right up from there. And it's an awesome blending brush, and this technique makes for a perfect line. So this is Orgasm by Nars Cosmetics. It is definitely my favorite blush right now. It's super shiny and glittery. And I'm gonna go right over top of it with Urban Decay Moonlight Highlighter. Remember ladies, there is no such thing as too much highlight. Ochre. I'm conditioning my lips with this Estee Lauder lip conditioner. It's gonna make my lip gloss that I put on nice and smooth. I'm using this new lip gloss I've got. It is Too Faced Melted Matte Color in a bright hot pink. And I'm gonna just put it on everywhere, very nice and thick. This is a really nice feeling lip gloss. I have to say that it was really smooth, and I really like the pigmentation, and I love how long it lasted. It lasted me a really long time. I wanted to give my lips a little bit of extra depth and definition, so I'm using this Venetian Red, once again from my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm applying it around the outer edges of my lip, kind of like a liner, and just blending it into the center. Once I'm done with that, I take some concealer on a very nice flat edged brush, and I go around the outsides of my lips and just make sure that it's nice and perfect, and I don't have any smears or smudges around the outsides of my lip. And finally, I like to set off that almond shape of the eye, and I'm using this warm taupe color to create some depth, mostly in the corner of the outside of my eye, but I also drag it in towards the inner corner of my eye beneath the lid. So I'm gonna hit myself with that Stay All Night, baby, that Urban Decay setting spray, and it will have you fresh all night long, no question about that. Now that I've got my lashes on, I'm gonna just go ahead and finalize this with the finishing touch, which is gonna be Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It really is awesome. And I just do my bottom and my top. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I really love doing it this way with these spotlights on these items that I love, and I can't wait to make more videos. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, okay? Thank you all so much for watching.